Okay, let's continue with the questions of test number 2 about production cost and perfect competition. And question number 21 says, a competitive firm's cost function is 100 plus Q squared. If the market price is 20, the firm should produce units of output and its profits are, well, if we apply the the profit maximizing condition, price equal to marginal cost, we find that 20, the price is equal to Q, so Q is equal to 10. The firm should produce 10 if it produces, okay? Then what I like when I do this kind of exercises is comparing the situation producing 10 and by don't produce, okay? If I produce 10, my revenues are 20 times 10 minus my costs are 100 plus 10 squared, so 200 minus 200 is 0, okay? But if I don't produce, the profits are minus my fixed cost, okay? So minus 100. Hence, Q is 10 and profits are 0. That's the optimum, clearly, okay? So we should mark A, yeah? A. Well, if here the question doesn't tell me clearly that these fixed costs or part of these fixed costs are non-sunk, I should consider them as sunk, okay? Well, I will in these tests, I don't know, or in other more complicated ones, I will explain you these variations or these situations, how to manage with them, okay? But if I don't see here that if I don't produce, my costs are less than 100, I should consider that they are 100. Now, exam question. Which of the following is not a characteristic of a perfectly competitive market? Firms choose the quantity supplied in order to maximize profit. Well, of course they do. There are many sellers in the market. Yes. Firms can exit and enter the market freely, of course. Firms are price setters. Well, this is very easy question, and so clearly this is false because firms are price takers, okay? Well, as I told you in the previous video, these are the assumption and this is the situation that the firm faces, okay, in a perfectly competitive market. Well, another exam question. In the short run, if the price is lower than the average variable cost, it's better not to produce, as we saw in the previous video, but here the question is about the reason, okay, about the reason. To limit the losses to the fixed cost, yes, I told you in the previous video, if you saw it, okay. To guarantee a positive profit, that's stupid. To have a zero profit, no, be careful, be careful. Because the number of firms in the industry is fixed, well, that's not a reason for producing or not producing. That's it, such a situation, okay. Here I made the proof. If anyone wants to read it, okay, I will leave here for a couple of seconds and we can look at it, okay? If someone needs more explanation, you can find me my email, verticeinigo with N, okay, not with ñ, verticeinigo@gmail.com or via Skype, okay? Question number 24. In the short run, if the price is lower than the average variable cost, it's better not to produce. Well, be careful. The assumption, the statement is the same as in the previous question, but I wanted here to introduce this concept of a sunk fixed cost, non-sunk fixed cost, because we have to take care with them. To limit the losses to the sunk fixed cost, yes, this is the correct one. Okay, if I don't produce and maybe a part of my fixed costs are non-sunk, I will not have to pay them if I don't produce. Okay, but the sunk fixed cost I will have to pay them yes or yes. So what I do have to take it about is to lose less than this sunk fixed cost. Okay, well, now question number 25. A firm has the production function, this one, to L plus K, so L and K are perfect substitutes. If the firm's goal is to minimize its costs, in which of the following cases does it only use labor? Well, this is a very easy question, I hope. You can see that the marginal product of labor is 2, the marginal product of K is 1. So each unit of labor gives 2 extra units of output to the firm, while each extra unit of K gives 1 unit of output to the firm. So the firm will always be willing to pay more from L than for K, but not more than twice the price of K. Okay, so whenever the wages, the price of L, is less than twice R, the firm will only use labor. This is correct. The first one is correct. Yeah? Well, I told you, we can pay more for L because it gives me the double of the of production each unit of L. Okay, but we can't pay more than twice the price of R. Okay. Well, you have here the mathematical, the geometrical argument, okay, or reason. The slope of the isoquant is 2 in absolute value. The slope of the isocost lines is W divided by R. So whenever the slope of the isocost, the red ones, is lower than 2, whenever they are flatter than the isoquant, the optimum will be here because we need to find the first touch point, okay, the minimum. Then whenever that happens, I'm telling you, the optimum will be only using L. So if I take R to the right hand side, W lower than 2R. Okay, but that's not necessary if we read correctly the sentence. Economic explanation. Okay, we only use L whenever each euro I spend on L gives me more utility, more production, sorry, that each extra euro I expend on capital. So if I solve this equation, we get, of course, the same answer. Yeah? 26th. If a competitive market in the short run, the price is 40, and all the firms in the market have identical costs, 25 plus Q squared. On the way to the long run, more firms will enter this market. Some firms will exit this market. Okay, we should look analyze if at this price this firm is winning earning positive profits or not. Okay, so with price equal to 40, marginal cost is 2q, so q is 40, 20, then the profits 40 price times 20 quantity, 800 revenues minus 225 plus 20 quantity squared, so 625, then the profits are positive. As they are positive, more firms will enter this market. Okay, very easy question. You have to remind that that things need to be proved. Okay, just that. 27th, another exam question. Identify the truthfulness of the following statements. Average fixed cost never increase with output. Of course, average fixed cost is a decreasing hyperbolic curve because it's a number divided by q. Okay, so the more q I use, the less are the average fixed cost. So that's true. Average total cost are always greater than or equal to the average variable cost. Well, that's true because total cost is fixed cost plus variable cost. If I divide them by q, we have average total cost equal to average fixed cost plus average variable cost. And as they all are positive or zero but not negative, then these average total cost must be equal to this if this is equal to this if this is zero, or greater than this if this is positive. Okay, so clearly B, it's true, it's correct. 28th. Now another exam question. The technology of a given company could be described by the following production function: LK plus 10K. Suppose the company has to produce 200 units of output, the price of capital is 2 and the price of labor is 1. What's the optimal input mix LK star for this firm? Well, we just do the exercise. As I told you many times when I teach you, especially units 1 and 2, utility and cost minimization and so on, we have to be careful when to use the tangency condition. We should draw the isoquant in this case. Okay, if you don't know how to draw it, then you try to do this, and well, maybe you're lucky and the answer is correct. Okay, but we should draw them, draw it, in this case the only isoquant, that is this one. Okay, if we, it's not easy, okay, but if we take common factor out, k is k times L plus 10, k times L plus 10, and this is like a Cobb-Douglas function. Okay, so we could think that the tangency condition verifies, and then we could impose it. Okay, here this is the tangency condition, sorry, the MRTS in absolute value, then the derivative of the production function with respect to L is k, divided by the derivative with respect to k is L plus 10, yeah, equal to wage divided by rate, y1, divided by 2, 1/2, then the isoquant, the constraint is this one. Now, for example, I isolate L plus 10 here. L plus 10 is equal to 2k. Then here L is equal to 2k minus 10. I carry it to the constraint, and then 2k minus 10, yeah, that is L here from here, times k plus 10k equal to 200. Then 2k squared minus 10k plus 10k, it goes, cancels, okay? Then 2k squared equal to 200, then k squared equal to 100, then k equal to 10, okay? And if k is 10, we go back to L and find that it also must be 10, okay? 20 minus 10. So 10, 10 is the optimal input mix, yeah? Okay. Remind that we never prove that they are in fact minimums or maximums, okay? Well, another exam question, sorry. The amount of capital a firm is willing to trade for a unit of labor and still produce the same level of output is called, okay, of course, MRTS. Yeah, this is the economical interpretation of the MRTS, which is the slope of the isoquant, no, if we want, and so this is very clear. Yeah, it's almost a definition. We should know it. And normally, when I put this exercise to you in our classes, you used to do it very well. And now, the 30th, and a little break. A competitive firm with costs 10,000 plus Q squared observes the price 20 and produces 10 units of output. The firm should, well, this exercise is very easy, but take care of this. The fixed costs seem to be very high, but as I told you before, when Q is equal to 0, I have to pay those costs, okay? So these costs are sunk fixed costs, so I'm sure we should produce even with low prices, okay? Let's see. Price equal to marginal cost, okay, 20 equal to 2Q, then Q is equal to 10. Is it worth producing it? Well, profits are 20 times 10, the revenues, okay, 200, minus the costs are huge, then the result is a profit of minus 9900. But even if there are big losses, they are smaller than don't producing, okay? So the firm, it's doing okay. The firm is doing okay. And the answer is D, okay? Let's make a little break and we will continue in another video from question number 31.